LiveZone RV. We've been making RVs for 25 years. We started building RVs in 1999 and we built the first Chinese made pickup truck motorhome. And that was back when we were still Great Wall RV. But now, ever since 2014, we rebranded and we split up from Great Wall. We established our own brand, which is Live Zone. And we've been focusing on the entire RV scene ever since. We have the Camel series, which is what we have here. Store in the Love Plaza of Baoding, Hebei. And here we have two of our very popular models. One of them is the Power B, which is a very entry-level model. This is around the price of 300,000 Chinese yuan, which is roughly 40,000 US equivalent. So this is a price with the vehicle, with the chassis included, not just the rear camper. Although in the past we have sold them separately as well. We just came back from the ASC Düsseldorf RV show, and we have lots of requests. We got lots of praise from our international friends that we have very good quality material, very nice build quality, a wide range of all the options you can choose for the pickup trucks. And in the past, we have done once to sell them separately. So the camper only and to fit on a different kind of truck. So we are open to the possibility to mount them on different chassis. Of course, that require different kinds of redesign and restyling. That all depends on the order quantity. So to determine if that's going to be worth it for us. As you can see, currently we are building them on the Great Wall trucks. Most of our products are still built on Great Wall chassis. We are a close partner with Great Wall, of course, since we used to be the same company. And these trucks have been purposely modified to suit the dedicated RV use. So they are modification to the rear axle. If I stand here, you may be able to see that the rear wheel is quite a bit wider than the front. We have added a 6 centimeter extension to the rear track of the camper. This is actually our second generation dedicated RV chassis. Our first series will be the Wingo series. Those are all discontinued now. And yeah, so they are all built on the Great Wall chassis, Great Wall trucks. And Great Wall has been building pickup trucks for 30 years maybe. So the truck itself has definitely seen all the challenges, he conquered all the difficulties. They are very reliable, very trustworthy workhorses. Actually, Great Wall has about half of the Chinese market share for pickup trucks. So, and their diesel engine has been constantly evolving and constantly being updated. They have been in service for almost 20 years. So these two vehicles are using the 2-liter turbo diesel engine from Great Wall. And in the 2025 model year vehicle, we also provide a 2.4 turbo diesel model as well. And there are also, of course, gas engine available as well for these smaller vehicles. These are only 3.5 tons gross weight. So these are, even in the domestic market, from our point of view, these are the smaller vehicles. The length is going to be the same 6 meter due to Chinese regulation. The width, these are going to be 2.14 meters, and we do have a larger, a heavier duty pickup truck based RV that is going to be on a 4.5-ton chassis, which is actually this one in the poster over here. That's going to be the Sahar Power, or the Canon Alpha, as it call it in Australia. This is on a 4.5-ton chassis. That is the third generation dedicated pickup truck chassis, pickup truck RV chassis, and with the rear axle extension as well. And because of that heavy weight, heavy duty nature of the vehicle, we're able to fit a slide out, as you can see on the poster here. But today in the showroom, we only have 2 models. These are more on the entry level side. Of course, other than pickup truck chassis, we also have Ivecos, we have Fords on the very high end because of tariff. And yeah, so these are the more popular mainstream models. But they are well equipped. Even on the very entry level model, we're offering 4-wheel drive, rear diff lock, all the appliances and amenities you might use in a camping trip. It does have a slightly smaller lithium battery. It's only 7 kilowatt hours. By the way, on the other one, on the more mid-trim level, basically, model, that is around 11.4 kilowatt hours. And we also have a higher end trim that is going to be a off-road focused trim, which is on this poster. Well, because we have quite a small showroom. Well, this is only a store. Actually, this is a store in a shopping mall. So we can only fit 2 vehicles here. There's another one. This is still the power chassis, the 3.5-ton gross weight chassis, but this has all the off-road equipment you might need. So winch, metal bumper, nitro shocks, all-terrain tires, all the diff locks you might need. And the paint is painted in an armor coating, and that's very tough. But for the entry-level models, you still have the same reliable 2.0-liter engine, and you have an 8-speed ZF automatic transmissions. We used to have manuals. We don't anymore. For the power pickup trucks, these are all automatics. And other than the transmission, after that is your 4-wheel drive system. This is using a part-time 4-wheel drive system with low-range gears and a single rear diff lock. So it is still quite capable, even is the bottom of the barrel, lowest end vehicle in our lineup. So if you want to fit some all-terrain tires, fit some nice shock absorbers, this will be quite a capable off-road rig, off-road adventure rig. And that might have, the mid-trim level vehicle might have a slightly smarter, slightly more intelligent system, which is the BorgWarner torque on demand system. This one, how much? This one is 300,000 Chinese yuan, which is roughly 40,000 US, if I done the math correctly. And this is the base trim. This is more a mid trim. This is around 360,000 Chinese. I can't do that math in my mind. So they cover quite a wide range. We have vehicles starting from 300,000 and all the way up to 1 million Chinese yuan. So I would say the mainstream vehicles, these are the 3.5-ton Great Boss and the 4.5-ton Great Boss. These range from 300 to roughly 570,000 for these. So Back to the vehicle itself. The entire length of the vehicle is 6 meters, including the cab. And the height-wise, this is around 2.9 meters. And if you look at the connection between the cab and the camper van, you might see that they are rigid. Thank you, Matt. And this is, I would say, not common in motorhomes, in Chinese motorhome or overseas motorhomes. If you look at some of our competitors' model, you might see there is a gap in between the cab and the overhang. That is because we are using a rigid interconnect. We are focusing on using a rigid interconnect for all of our campers. We have been doing that since the very first one, the one built in 2000. That's 25 years old now. And there has been no problems for that, absolutely no problem. That's because part one, our chassis is very rigid, and two, our interconnect is rigid. That gives us some benefits over the soft bodies, soft interconnect. First of all, you have a very tough, very rigid body. The camper and the chassis itself is very strongly connected together, and that gives us stiffness, that gives us strength when going over rough terrains. We have a video online that some of our teams with RVs are going over the rough terrains in Xinjiang in the desert. And those rough terrains are like speed bumps all the way for miles and miles and miles. And our vehicles can cope with that, no problem. No problem at all. And that is why from the very beginning, we have been focusing on off-road pickup truck. So the off-road adventure rig, the nature of the RV. And because of the rigid interconnect, we are able to better utilize the height of the vehicle, which means we can make the overcab section larger and provide better interior height for the overcab bed. If you come inside and take a look at our vehicle, the overcab bed section is quite tall. This is about 90 centimeters tall, and it's the same across the range. For the entry-level models, for the higher-end model, they are all roughly on the 88 to 90 centimeters of the interior bed. So that gives you plenty of room to sit up and to get dressed, to do your morning routine, or to just chill here if you're after a afternoon tea or something. So this actually becomes a very usable space and not just a place to sleep. So that just doubles or makes your interior usable room actually a lot bigger. If you can imagine, for a soft interconnect, this is going to be much narrow, much lower. The ceiling is going to be very low. You can't really, just lie down here and read a book, for example, and you will have to spend most of your time in this section, in the bed section, basically, for the soft interconnects, and that's going to be no good. We want to utilize the most interior space as much as possible, don't we? So that is one of our core strengths, the off-road ability and the interior room offered by these rigid interconnect. And as you can see, we have two different layouts here. We are building 6, 8, depending on how you count them, many different kind of layouts. For the rigid bodies, standard 3-meter tall bodies, we have about 4 or 5 different layouts. And we also have a roof lifting models. I'll have to show you a picture again, a poster here again. This is actually a roof lifting model. So for us, in the Chinese market, a lot of these customers, they live in busy cities. They park the car underground. The garage is quite low, so if you want your camper to fit in there, you have to go with these. These are soft top racing models. We also have a hard top racing model, but that is more geared toward off-roading. So well, I actually don't know if we have a car. But if you check out our social or our videos, you can see that dark green one with the rigid top lifter. So we have quite a lot of technical experience to build all kinds of RV we want, but these 6 different models are just best we find that best suit the customer's needs and the layout of the interior. We have been building all kinds of truck RV layouts, and we actually have debuted a drop-in camper for the truck, for the power pickup truck itself. So there's you can just drop the thing into the bed, and you have a camper. Of course, it's not as nicely finished as this one. You don't have a large lithium battery and water tank, etc., etc. But still, we have the capability to design, to tailor to our customers' needs. Inside, this is one of the floor plan. This is legally allowed to carry 6, but you can sleep 4 inside. This section will turn into a bed entirely. You can drop the table down, and you can fill this gap with panels as well. These panels are sitting underneath these seats. So you fill this gap, you drop the table, you can turn this into a double bed as well. So on its narrowest side, that is 1.4 meters. So that's still quite sizable. You can sleep 2 people very easily, and that is the narrowest point. If you're sleeping this way, you don't really need to turn this into a double bed, really. And of course, the table itself is a sliding mechanism. It goes 6 ways: up, down, left, right, back and forth. Like you can see, I am now sitting on the side bench, and I can still reach the table. We can have a meal here or have a game here if you have your children with you. 3 or 4 people can sit down here and socialize very easily. You won't feel cramped, and there's plenty of space to do that. This is the benefit of having a surround dinette section for the C floor plan. And you might think that this section is a bit not nice. If you're sitting here, you might hit your neck, hit your head. This is actually on a track, so you can turn this section. I won't demonstrate here because it's going to be very hard with one hand. I want you to see clearly. If you remove this mattress, this section goes back in. So you can sit down here very easily if you want to climb through. Well, this is not a very big hatch, but for emergency, if it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's you want to grab your bag, it's still gonna be plenty easy to do. And of course, in a pinch, you can climb through. If you remove this section, if you push this part back in, it's gonna be easier to climb through. The bed itself measures about 2 meters by 1.7 meters. The width of the bed is 2 meters. The length is 1.7 meters. That's going to be a widest side. And we have some contour here. So this tapers down as it goes forward. This is honestly a last year's design. If you look at our 2025 models, it's gonna be a more rectangular bed. So that is going to have a very nice, very wide, spacious interior, bed interior. You can also option for a skylight up here. It's gonna be quite big, but we don't recommend that for a cold or a very hot climate. So compromised insulation. All of our panels, all of our wall panels has 3 layers: fiberglass, XPS insulation, and the interior wall. So they are going to be mostly fine in moderate winter. I would say up to temperature of -10 Celsius. It's going to be fine. They are all equipped with Webasto fuel furnace. So that's going to use diesel or gas from your tank to heat up the cabin. For the air conditioner cooling, we actually have 2 options here. This is the mini split. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. And we also have one of these. So this is a air conditioner powered by your engine. So we actually extended the what do you call them? The radiator, condenser, evaporator, right? They're called evaporators. We built another evaporator in here, so if you turn your AC on in the cab, you can also have your cold air coming out here. So when you're driving, the rear section can be cooled as well. And if you are parked, you can use this. This is a DC 48-volt mini split style AC air conditioning. So these are purposely built for us, as you can see by the logo on the other side, that it's our logo. And these are very frugal, very efficient. They use only about 500 watts to cool the entire camper in. So for hot summer for us is around 38 degrees, 40 degrees. So they are quite good. With the 11.4 kilowatt hour battery, with the solar on top. Of course, you have solar on top. Let me see if I can get a look here. Let's take a looky. Yeah, those are all solar panels. When it's fully equipped, it will go up to about 840 watts. So with solar panels, with a large lithium battery, and the air conditioner can be running nonstop for about 20 hours, 20 to 24 hours. And if you're moving at all, if you're starting the engine, if you are driving, the engine can also charge the lithium battery in the back. And we have mounted a very large 180 amp alternator. So that can charge at a rate of 1.6 kilowatts. So that's going to be very sizable as well. If you're driving for some distance, you will have your battery replenished. And with solar, and even if that all fails to charge the battery, you still have two ways to charge the battery. One of them is the standard household style plug. You can just plug it in. The cable is going to be included. Plug it into the wall, and you can charge it like that, around 1.5 kilowatts. And if you go to this side, the mid-trim level vehicles, they all have fast charging. They are using a Chinese-style GBT plug. Maybe you can find an adapter, but they can take 380 volts DC from a charging station, and they can charge at a rate of 3 to 4 kilowatts. So that's going to be plenty fast. You can charge from 0 to 100 in just around 3 to 4 hours. So even if it's dead, you can still have your power back really swiftly. And on the outside, this is a small electrical panel. Underneath that, we have, this is a manual water refill port. So you can just plug your hose in, you can refill your liquid. Underneath the truck, we have stabilizer jacks. These are the manual jacks. They are standard. If you want the electric one, you can also option for a electric jack, a pair of electric jacks. So you will see water tanks mounted underneath for better for lowered center of gravity. So we're not amateurs. Those are the gray tank drain for your gray water. You can also option for a electric drain for your gray water. And we are using standard black tank for the black water. This is the hatch for it. We're using Thetford tanks, Thetford cassette toilets. And that is that. The tank is about 19 liters. It's a 5-gallon tank, pretty standard unit. Those are industry standard by now. You will be using chemicals, so if there are regulations about then you have to follow that. Underneath the trailer, underneath the chassis, you will find a trailer hitch. These are good for 2.5 tons of towing, brake trailers, by the way. You have standard 13-pin outlet for your electricals. We can switch them up to 7-pin, 4-pin, whatever you might use in your area. And you'll also see your outdoor air conditioner units as well. And on the back of the truck, you'll see a full-size spare. This is a full-size spare with a cover. And we can also install 2 large, well, not that large, but 2 storage compartments, if you so choose. Motorized steps. These are motorized. Oops. There we go. And they will automatically go back in if you start your engine to prevent damage. And on the very top, you have an awning, which opens to about 3 meters. You can, of course, also option for a electric one. So that opens by itself. There's legs in the awning. You can jack them up. On the outside, these are standard. So a propane range. You can just pop your propane canister here. You can do your cooking. One canister can last for about an hour. So if you're not doing some too complicated meals, it's going to be fine for a few days. And there's a little tray for your surface for your kitchen counter. And of course, there are LEDs built on it. And the doors. On the door, large long windows with blinds and bug screen. This is a bug screen. And there are lights, there are handlebars, and lights around the handlebars. There are lights. It's going to be a little hard to see, but there are lights in the footwell as well to help you climb inside the vehicle. In this layout, most of the space have been given in that section to fit your family and friends. But we still have an L-shaped indoor kitchen. So you flip this board up. You can set your portable cooker here. We will be providing a induction oven that plug into the wall. There's a standard power outlet right here. If you are using different kinds of power outlets, we can switch them up, of course. And this is just a standard sink. There we go. And on top of that, a small little range hood that can remove fumes, remove the odor of your cooking when you're done. Above that, this is a standard household style microwave oven. It's using 220 volts power. But that is the only appliance apart from your power plugs that uses 220 volts. So that means it uses inverters. So inverters are 3 kilowatts. Bear with me for a second. 3 kilowatts. So that's going to be plenty for your interior use. If you're charging your laptop, if you are plugging in blenders, even if you're plugging in hair dryers, those are going to be just fine. So long if you don't use two of them at once, that is. There are some storage compartment. The kitchen is quite compressed, so the storage for kitchen isn't the best, I would admit. But that is the price you pay for having lots of friends. Maybe you better buy takeouts. And this is the control panel, a touchscreen control panel. Here you can see this is all available in English, by the way, so do not worry. So you can control all your lights, appliances, these, so on and so forth. And if that fails, we also have a row of physical backups that is available on all of our vehicles, because we know touchscreens is a little hard to use, a little, sometimes they tend to crash. So we always have a backup plan. All right, in the kitchen, we have another large freezer and fridge separated. It is about 180 liters combined, and you also have the option to turn the refrigerator into a freezer as well. That goes up to 0 degrees Celsius. You will be able to switch on night mode, so it quiets down if you have people sleeping here. And there is a small amount of storage, a drawer underneath the fridge. It's actually not. It's good enough for most pots, cooking pans at least. So that's the kitchen area. We move to the right. That is our bathroom. The bathroom is actually pretty big for these kind of RVs. It measures by about 1.2 meters wide. Hello guys. If I lean my back against the wall, as you can see, I am 1.6 meters tall, and I cannot reach even the wall, let alone the mirror. So I have plenty of room to shower here, to do your business. As you can see, the little cassette toilet is just tucked in the corner. It's on a swivel, of course, so you can find your most comfortable position, even if you're a big fella. To maximize space, we are using a foldable, collapsible bathroom sink, and besides that, we have a small amount of storage cubbies, so good for toilet paper rolls maybe, and some shelving for shampoos and so forth. And here we have a standard household style power plugs with a cover. So electric shavers, hair dryers, electric toothbrush. You also have a window to vent, and of course there's a fan above. There's your shower on this side, and you cannot see that, but actually there's a gap in between these two. So what's that going to do? That's going to be your heater vents. Like I mentioned in the other car, this one has heater vents all over the place. So you have one in the bathroom. You have one underneath the dinette area, so your living room is covered. And you also have one in the overcut bed section. Can I get that? Yep. This is also a heater vent. So you have heater vent car. So even in winter, this is not going to be very uncomfortable and have a very uneven temperature distribution. So your bed is covered, your living room is covered, and your bathroom is covered. Inside here, we are giving everyone a standard Bluetooth speaker, and if you want to, you can also option for a projector setup. So that is going to be a projector over the bed section. It's going to be mounted here over your the couch, and we don't mount TVs anymore. We think those take too much space, and we think a projector setup is more space efficient for these kind of vehicles. But in the past, we are able to mount a small TV on this side, so you would be able to sit on this couch, and watch your TV this way. But that is a if you want either way, you can pick and choose. So this is gonna be our C floor plan for 6 people. For carrying 6 people, you can sleep four. So how do you turn this part into a bed? You drop this table, you fill up this gap, there are panels underneath, and this can turn into a bed. Power, plumbing, and such. It has a fresh water tank of 180 liters, a gray water tank of 50 liters, and a black tank of 19 liters. And that's going to be standard across the range. Across the power range, for the larger trucks, we might have larger tanks. And for power, these are using standard 11.4 kilowatt hour lithium battery and up to 840 watts of solar. Okay, you will have the option to choose either diesel or gas engine. For the last year's model, these are going to be all 2.0 liters. This vehicle is a 2.0 diesel, and they are on the China 6 emission standard, so they are going to require AdBlue to function properly. It's a requirement, it's not optional. It will limit your torque when it's running low, but it's not going to use a lot, and they're plenty cheap to come by. Usually only about 1 tank per 3 tanks of gas or diesel. And there are some differences between these two chassis. Apart from the accessories, you might see the exterior appearance of the chassis. This is on a commercial truck chassis, so this is going to be more bare bones, more basics, more of these everything you may need kind of thing. Whereas this is more of a passenger truck, so you have all the tech, you have all the smart driver's assistance systems. So like front and rear parking sensors, 360-degree cameras. You also have lane keeping assist, cruise control, and the seats are leather wrapped, and so as well as the steering wheel. They are powered. They're not manual adjustment. As you can see, the interior is plenty modern. It's really comfortable. When Great Wall is designing this, they are comparing this to a family SUV. So the driving experience is really not subpar compared to your big full-size trucks, full-size American SUVs. So they're gonna be plenty easy to get a hang of. Very good for first-time buyers. Let's see what else. Let's take a look at this one. So this is the more entry-level model. There is a cheaper chassis and a American style regular overcap bed, but with the benefit of it providing quite a large sleeping space. If you come up here, you can see that the corners of the bed is rectangular, which is very good for the occupant sleeping on the inside of the bed. And you have two opposing windows and two sets of lights, smoke detector, carbon monoxide detectors, and the power plugs for charging and for other things you might need. So the window itself, they have box springs and blinds. You can option for a front-facing overcap window. And if you want to, you can also mount another set of solar panels because of the rectangular shape over the ceiling of this part. So that's the benefit of this square-ish overcap bed. And for this model, we call this Power B. For the B model, we have put the bathroom in the center section. It's gonna be slightly narrower. As you can see, I can touch the other side of the wall. And there's a mirror, of course. This is slightly narrower, but for me, I can still hold my elbows up. They are touching the walls, but I can still move around. I can still get my shower done, wash my hair. There's a rotating toilet seat for you to sit down. Same that for cassette toilet, industry standard, right? You have a little corner to put your shampoo and soaps. And on the other corner, you have a sink, which is connected to your shower head. Hello. Where are you? Hello, RV Golf. For come. This is which model? This is Power B. This is the B model, the entry-level model. I know that you are offering AC and D, which is standard mainstream models. This have a smaller lithium battery and just generally cheaper feeling interior, for the lack of words. They are lacking some standard equipment from the other car, like the outdoor stove and the tray tables. But you know, we can option all of those back in, so no problems. This one not four-wheel. This is also four-wheel drive. All of our vehicles on the Great Wall chassis are four-wheel drive, but this is using a more rudimentary four-wheel drive system. This is a part-time four-wheel drive, not the torque on demand system from BorgWarner. It is a manual system. You have to choose your low range gear. You have to choose your four high, four low, and two highs. But this is more capable than the torque on demand systems. These, the ones you have, the ones already in Golf RV, are using the torque on demand system. These have been put into production since a couple of years ago. They are here to reach a ultra low affordable pricing for the family man to be able to enter the RV scene. So we turned the B floor plan into a more entry-level option. With the ability to carry 6 and sleep 4, you have a plenty large overcap bed, and you have a bunk bed in the back. There we go. I believe that is not the case. Everything on Great Wall trucks, on Great Wall chassis, are 4x4. I assure you, these are all 4x4. So in general, we have three off-road system, three four-wheel drive system on the Great Wall chassis. So the part-time four-wheel drive system, a manual selecting one, a torque on demand system, which is from BorgWarner, which is smarter. It can go into a four-wheel drive by itself, by the load of the tires. And we also have a 4A plus M-Lock system, also from BorgWarner, in the Shanghai Power, the Sahar Power, or shall we say, the larger 4.5-ton truck. In the future, we may offer a even higher end option on the Shanghai Power chassis. You may already saw that during the Beijing RV show earlier this year, which is around February. And that's going to be around 700,000 Chinese yuan. Okay, for those of you who are still here, other than these two we have in the showroom, we have a dozen more models, which one of them I already show you that's the Shanghai Power. We also have the off-road version of the 3.5-ton regular Power. So these are going to have the various off-road gears you might need. So front rear diff locks, center locking transfer case, a metal bumper, the tow hook, the recovery hooks, and of course a winch in the front. The interior is also lined with better materials. They are more premium, more high-end looking. And capabilities, they can do tank U-turns as well. So in the desert, in loose surface, in mud, you can turn around on the spot like a tank. Nitrogen shocks are standard as long as all-terrain tires. The vehicle is covered in armor paint. The nitro shock is actually a very important equipment, I would say. You can also option for nitro shocks on these vehicles. That will help tremendously help you control the body movement, control the comfort and the sway of the vehicle when tuned correctly. We have some nitro shock samples over here. So these are our nitro shocks. They are from either chassis or what's the other one? Anyway, we have two suppliers. They are all top-of-the-line Chinese manufacturers, and as you can see, we have more customization options as well. If you want different colored interior, there are different colored leather seats to choose from. You just let us know. If you can, well, let's say if it's a large quantity order, the larger the order, the more customization we can consider. Okay. It is almost at the hour mark, so I will go offline in a little bit. And if you guys have any questions, if you want to know more about our vehicles, please type in the chat, type in the comments. If you want to license our product for sale in your countries, please leave us your information or find our contact in the channel about section. We have a dozen different kind of vehicles. These are just the two that we have in the showroom. In China, we have about 20 different dealers carrying various type of products, and we are hoping to expand our global reach. If you have, I think I don't have any more to add. Okay, everyone, I think this is it for us today. By the way, we are not only making RVs, we are a specialized vehicle manufacturer. In the past, we have done military vehicles, police vehicles, fire squad vehicles, all sorts of different kind of vehicles. If you have any other specialized vehicle needs, you can also contact us. That is that. Okay, we really hope we can hear from you very soon. We're looking for customers and dealers overseas. You guys have been really quiet. Let's chat. Let's talk about cars, RV lifestyle, anything. Have you guys been using RVs? Do you own one? Have you used one before? Well, personally, I have used one once. I rented one in back when I was in Canada. That was a Ford F-350. I don't know really who made the camper, but the car is an F-350, and it was in the middle of the winter. It was February, and we went to Banff National Park. When we were driving on the highway, the crosswind was so strong, and our car is rocking back and forth. It's really difficult to control the vehicle. Well, anyway, we ended up reaching the park eventually. We hooked everything up, and to be honest, the installation is not as good as we hoped. The overcap bed section, I was sleeping in the front section, and I got cold in the morning when I woke up. But I guess for Canadian winters, that's not really that bad, right? That was heated by propane. I believe the diesel heaters can offer much better heating. For the hard power, for the larger Canon Alpha, we are we have equipped it with the vehicle with two Webasto diesel furnace. So that's two 5 kilowatt furnace and a total of 10 kilowatts. So that can provide a huge amount of heating for the vehicle. And that's an ugly child. All right, if you are into our vehicles, if you're interested, please stay tuned, keep subscribed, leave us a like. That really helps us. And if you're into different kinds of vehicles, please stay tuned. for the roof lifting models, for the larger models, for the Iveco models even. We can show you more when we are back in the sales headquarters. And maybe, who knows, we can maybe do a live stream in the factory as well. 行了，就这样吧，今天就到这里了。Sayonara。